Okay, well, hello. This is Q&A number 125, and we're going to go ahead and get started with your questions. Okay, let's start with Bart Boys Plus. When you go to the temple, could you mention which one it is, please? That's a good question because we have 17 in Utah, 17 temples in Utah. We went to the Jordan River Temple, and he says he lives in Colorado, and they have 2 temples, one in Denver and one in, Fort Collins. Yeah, so, and when we get the Jordan River Temple done, it'll be 18 temples in Utah. Okay, do you want to read the next one? The Saratoga Springs Temple. Sorry. Good thing you caught me on that one. Okay, why don't you read the next one?
Hi, thanks for the awesome video.
Say the name.
Okay, Amber Everett. Hi, thanks for the awesome video. I'm wondering if I can send fan mail. And this is all about Davey's family.
Davey's family and Michelle's family, they love slime. And she goes, maybe she could send some slime to the girls. They're range from ages 5 to 10 type thing, and they would love slime. Yeah, and below is where, if you go down below, I'll put Davey and April's post box and P.O. box, and you can send it there. So thank you. That would be fun to get some fan mail. Okay, let's see. This one says, why don't you read that one?
NVR too old for YouTube.
I like that. Too old for YouTube.
Oh, did you want me to read the rest? Okay. Hey, Mama, the next time you do a Q&A, can you tell us if you ever want to be finished with the empty nest syndrome?
So tell us if you ever went through the empty nest syndrome.
Well, it says want there.
Oh, went. I think it went through. And she says she has 5 kids and all are gone but one teenager. And she says she hears some awful struggles with the empty nest syndrome. Now, guys don't really think about that or go through it because they have their jobs and stuff. But women, it's really hard when the kids go off on their own.
Can I add something to that?
Yes, go ahead.
The secret is you plan and attend activities of your children, and we add to that by having a standard open invitation of dinner once a week on a Sunday. And if you turn up at the kids' basketball activities, you will.
The grandkids.
The grandkids, then you're basically not an empty nest syndrome.
Yeah, there were, from the time our oldest child left to the youngest child, once the youngest child left, there was about a 4-year space before we started having grandchildren. So there were 4 years there.
Oh, I thought,
and we started up what we call Family Home Evening, and once a month we would go to each of their homes and have Family Home Evening with them, and we'd let them plan it and let them do what they wanted to do. Sometimes we'd go up in the mountains, sometimes go on a little picnic.
Okay, Family Home Evening, many of them have no idea what you're talking about. They have a good guess. But it's usually something to improve each person in the family, and they do it through an activity and a nice little lesson, and the children take part in it, maybe holding pictures up or saying something.
Yeah, usually try and spend at least an hour, or sometimes
Now that includes eating something.
Yeah, and they love having a treat.
You cannot keep their attention for 1 hour.
When we did Family Home Evenings with our kids, it probably lasted 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But we're talking about empty nesting and going to each of their homes and starting to build up the relationship with them and on an individual basis.
And one little trick that Mama O uses is, and behind us here, see that? Oh, there it is over there. See on the wall there? It has all of their birthdays. So Mama O will plan a birthday party with a cake and a candle, and it'll go anywhere from a nice cake just to a little cupcake with a candle in it, depending on. And And if you say we have a birthday party planned for so-and-so, should we come to your place, or will you come? Do you want to invite people to our place?
Yeah, and the empty nest, it is really hard. I remember my mom saying when her youngest one left, she goes, "What am I going to do with my life now?" And so what I did is I just thought, what is it I've always wanted to do but couldn't do because the kids were around?
Yeah.
And you just start planning things, and you know, what is it that you want to do? Are there some crafts that you'd like to do, classes? Just try and think of things that you would like to do if you want to help with service. I got into PTA. I did that, and that really helped a lot. And I started making, you could start making outfits and things, or if you're a knitter or a crocheter, start making those quilts for when the grandbabies start coming. And then when the grandkids do start coming, then I started doing the birthdays with them, and
on
birthday
the birthday
dates.
We do a birthday date. I go maybe half the time. Otherwise, it's Grandma taking them on a special date where go to a dollar movie and then maybe an ice cream cone or something. They look forward to that a lot.
It helps a lot when the grandkids start coming along, but during that space where there are no grandkids, that's when you can start doing community services or volunteer at primary children's hospitals. I made blankets for primary children's, and you just donate them, and you can help out at hospitals as a pink lady, and think of something where you are serving someone, and then that helps really a lot. Yeah, so the empty nest syndrome, it doesn't have to be awful. You can just plan for it and just know it's going to happen. And before the grandkids came along, the kids were in college, or they were off on missions, or you know, that I would go watch their college games. I'd go have dinners with them at college. So we did have a lot of fun. And you just plan things on your calendar around your kids. And if your kids are not around close enough, then you plan things with other families. Like you could do family home evenings with other families, that people that don't have anybody, people that don't have children, and you just get your own community going. And the big thing to do is think of service, something that you can do for others, and do some things for yourself. See,
I think some of that is you have to learn to love yourself and do things for yourself. And I don't know, I look forward to the time by myself. If I have time, I have so many things. I have languages I want to learn. I have and there's just
and this is a really good time to build your relationship back up with your spouse. A lot of couples during the empty nest syndrome, they forget about their spouse. The women have involved themselves so much in their children that the spouse doesn't get much time. And so this is a really good time. I mean, during the empty nest syndrome, this is when a lot of couples get divorced. And you think, why would you want to do that? Get to know each other, start spending time with each other, do things together, find out what it is you like to do. If you want to go start taking dance lessons, or do little camping trips, you do something that you like, and just start getting to know each other again. And then it's not so awful. Just think, this is a new chapter in my life, and this is how it can help. And so this is just how you can get through those struggles with the empty nest syndrome. And it doesn't have to be awful. It just depends on how your life is at that time. And so what I suggest is get to know your spouse. And if you already are divorced,
and get to know yourself also.
And get to know yourself. I like that. And if you are already divorced, start figuring out if you want to be with someone. And if you don't want, some people don't want to get remarried again, then you start doing something with community and service, and make your life feel worthwhile, because you feel worthwhile when you have children. And then when they're gone and out of your life, then you think, now what am I going to do? But there's so much out there, so many possibilities. It just depends on what it is you want, where your life is, and what possibilities are handed to you. Okay, you want to read the next one?
No, I've been reading them all.
Okay, KSKC1234. Another great DIY video, Rosanna. Perfect fit. These are when I made some pants that were too big for me, made them smaller. I'm always fascinated with your sewing machine. How old is it, the sewing machine? And do you get regular maintenance on it to keep it running like that? It's got to be 40 years old. This is one I sew on a lot. And it's got to be 40 years old at least.
You use a serger.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that one.
Okay, I didn't know if you were going to.
And this old one, I've probably maintained it, had the guy come out and work on it 3 or 4 times.
Sewing machine doctor.
Yeah, sewing machine doctor. He comes out. I used to unhook this part of it and take it up to a sewing shop, but they're really heavy. Industrials are not easy to take to the repair shop. So it was really nice of the sewing machine doctor to come to here. And I asked him to say, show me how to get the timing right, because I kept getting the timing off. So I learned how to do that. And then on my serger, I did burn the motor out on that one. I had to buy a new motor for $300. That's the only one on that. And then my just regular sewing machine, so far I haven't had any maintenance on that one. So, but I like the industrials because they go really fast. Those are really nice. Okay, why don't you read this next one?
Which one? Where are we?
Just Francine.
Oh, I have a question for you. What do you and Papa O eat for supper? Would love to see what the typical elderly eat for mealtime. Your Sunday dinners are amazing.
Yeah, that's a good question. A lot of times we just eat what's left over from Sunday dinner. The fruit
I
cup
don't
and
call
salad.
them leftovers, so it's just
Yeah,
because it's all fresh food.
Because it's all fresh food, yeah. And I'll usually make a tomato sandwich, egg sandwich. We always have a salad. For breakfast, we'll have the juice shakes where I grind up fruit, and then we'll do mush.
Well, tell them what mush is.
Yeah, mush is the oats, and
but tell them the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll put the recipe for it up here.
Okay, the oats is my favorite because it has oats in it and kind of crushed up nuts. I do 6 grains. I put almost never use sugar or jelly on it, and then I put yogurt because yogurt's really very healthy, and I put some germade on it. And
wheat germ.
Wheat germ. Yeah, I love that. I look forward to that. And
what else? Oh, you put granola on it.
Oh, and granola.
My homemade granola. I can post that recipe too. And that's really filling. And then I have my homemade bread, and we usually a quick meal is just put a fried egg on there with some cheese.
No, my favorite snack is Roseanne's homemade wheat bread, and we toast it, and I might put a little bit of melted cheese on it if I really can get Roseanne to help me with it.
That's very satisfying.
I'll put on a little bit of cheese on it, and maybe fresh tomatoes if they're in season.
And I don't think we're typical elderly eaters. We don't eat anything out of a can. Everything's homemade and just stuff that's left over from Sunday dinner.
I would say that
we don't eat anything that's pre-prepared.
We like pastry, but we don't eat it, or we don't buy it at the store.
Yeah. My neighbor next door, she does a lot of canned soups and vegetables. She'll do a lot of canned vegetables and stuff.
Yeah,
and her daughter will make something.
Half the nutrition's gone.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know if we're typical.
Our good eating stems from the fact that we've both been runners for the last 30 or 40 years.
And I'll post a video of my eating habits. We haven't done yours yet. Maybe that'll be a video I'll have to do of Papa O's eating. But I'll post mine of how I eat. Okay, Helen Gay. Mama O, I seem to have missed the rose idea. Do you just have it in the background of your videos? And my theme for my videos is look for the rose. And
that came from Davey, actually.
Well, Davy's is look for the
rose.
No, his is look for the good. There's good in everything.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we can't have the same theme.
Okay.
You know, but my theme, I thought of that because I heard a story of back in 1985 there was a flood in Salt Lake, and they were channeling the water down Main Street, and one lady was talking about how she drove up there to see it, and she was looking down and looking at all the mud and how awful it was and how dirty sandbags and everything, and her daughter reached over and lifted her chin up and said, "Mom, you're going to miss the roses." And she just said, she learned, you gotta lift your chin up and look for the rose. Don't sit and look at the mud and the awfulness of everything, or you'll miss the beauty in life. Just put your head up and look around for the rose. And so that's why I got my theme. And I'm glad you asked that, because I don't know if a lot of people know what it means to look for the rose, but that's what it means for me. And there are thorns, and so you have to be looking around for the roses in your life. And
using Davies with yours, look for the good.
Yeah, look for the good in everything. Yeah. Okay, Just Francine, Q&A. Have you and Papa ever considered getting a foreign exchange student? And she thinks that would be great because she says we have wisdom and that we could teach a young person that would stay with her forever. We have family values and maybe give it a try. And I thought that was really nice of her. But
we went through a period of years where we did it a lot.
When the kids were little.
We did Japanese students. We had one student stay for the whole school year. So we've gone through that.
From Finland.
There's a lot of extra running around with a car, and
when our kids were,
it's like having one more dependent in the house as far as the needs go.
And we really enjoyed Tina, and she came back, our exchange student from Finland. She came back 20 years later with her husband and daughter, and it was just really nice. So we just really built a really good relationship with her. And then we had some, like Papa O said, for a month, some for 2 months. We had a young man from France.
And we had a couple of Spanish speakers.
A lot of Japanese kids. They'd stay for a couple of weeks. We
kind of quit doing them when one of them said, the real reason we're here is it's cheaper for us to fly over here and golf than it is to play golf in their own country.
Yeah, and you just house them. They just need a place to stay. So we did do that, and we really enjoyed it. And it's kind of like we're in a new chapter in our life now, where we have so many grandchildren, and I have so many plans with them. We really don't have room or time to spend on an exchange student.
Our time is with 27 grandchildren.
Yeah, and it's just a new chapter. But that was a really good question. Okay, Kathy Conley.
I love your dress. Where did you order it from?
Yeah, and I have these dresses that I've been ordering. They're like $24, and they're from kneeseesdresses.com. And I wait till they go on clearance for $20 or $30. Yeah, and I'll put a link below. NEESEES, kneeseesdresses.com. And those are really nice. I like them because they have pockets.
They could guess at the spelling and Google would find it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But they're just really pretty dresses, and thank you. And I like it when they go on clearance. They're normally like $80, but you find the ones that are on clearance, and you get one for $20, $30. So, okay, Donna Conrad. How nice that all the sisters can meet up. Now she's a member of the 60s Club. This is when my sister Connie had her birthday last week, and she turned 60. And she's part of the club now. It's hard to believe that we're all getting up to the 60s.
But I would downplay that, because I started rollerblading at 60 years old, and then I skated for 13 years after that. So I'm just saying, don't say, okay, it's rocking chair time.
No, never make it rocking chair time.
And don't become a chair switcher. That's what runners call them, chair switchers. It's people that they think they're old, so all they do at home is switch chairs, change chairs.
Yeah, and so she wants to know who's next in turning 60, and my brother Slade is the one that'll turn next. But not this year, but next year at Christmas time. He's a Christmas baby. After 6 girls, my parents were excited to get a little red-headed boy. And so he will be turning 60, and that's hard to believe.
You actually did what she's suggesting.
Okay, and Kathy Conley, which of your sisters are twins? And the 2 are Judy and Jane. Judy's the kind of crazy, nutty one, and Jane you see now and then. She's just really quiet, and but those are the twins, Judy and Jane. Okay, Jess Francine, she goes, "Hi, Mama. Oh, sure love seeing you with your sisters. Your girls should have a big slumber party together and vlog it. Sisters share such a love. Y'all should rent a hotel or find a concert to attend, or just do facials and hairdos and watch movies. It would be a lot of fun." And we've actually done all that. I'll have to go back into my archives and
but you have to. People, 13 children, live in different houses, have different demands with their spouses, with their financial needs and everything.
Yeah,
and you can't just say, "Okay, we're planning it."
Oh, we do.
And there's 2 of them that live in Idaho, and you don't.
Yeah, they don't get involved.
Come down to
I know.
any of those.
It's sad that those 2 don't get to be involved with this. But I'll post some. I'll go into my archives and post some old pictures of when we did sleepovers and.
And some are more antisocial than others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we still have fun.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you can't just all of a sudden
we
decide to rent a room and invite everybody.
We do. My sister Connie, she had a condo up in Midway, and she says we've got one more night, and so we all went up there and stayed overnight up in Park City.
That,
oh yeah, we have done it.
Well, they have had them with spouses before, and that was the worst.
That doesn't happen very often.
That was the worst night I ever had in my life.
It was a Christmas party, but yeah, we usually leave the spouses home because they complain too much. they don't want to play like we do.
Yeah,
and when we have the spouses, they don't want to play. We can't be silly. You know, you act different around your spouse. You act different around your parents. You act different around neighbors. You act different around your sisters.
The spouses have heard all the jokes many times.
So we leave them home, and it is way fun. But I'll post some videos from the past. I've got like 40, 50 years of videos. Okay, but that's good, Francine, just Francine. Okay, Jean Corina. Do you say that? How do you say that?
I say Korea.
Korea. Okay.
Wait. If it's France, Jean means John in French. And Korea looks kind of Latin to me, so I'd say it's Jean Korea.
And Papa O knows languages. She says she just loves watching me and my sisters. If you don't mind asking, what is the birth order?
Oh, just sing your song. Oh no,
that's our grandkids. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and my sister Sherry is the oldest. Well, we have the 3 brothers, and then of the sisters, Sherry, then our sister Kathy in Idaho, then me, and then Judy and Jane, the twins. And actually, it's Jane and Judy because Jane was born before Judy, and then Connie.
How many? A couple of minutes.
I think there was a 5-minute space in between the 2, or a couple of minutes. I think 5 minutes. And so that was the birth order. Okay, last question, and we better end this up, huh? Helen Gay, love the singing. I still get confused with your family. Is Sherry your sister too? And who is Donna? Yes, Sherry is my sister. She's the oldest one. And then Donna is Sherry's daughter. So that was a good question.
Who is also a grandmother now?
Donna, yeah. And then Sherry's a great-grandmother because Donna's actually her daughters had 2 kids. And so that makes Sherry a great-grandmother. And because she has the 2.
So they all had children at a young age.
Who?
Like Donna,
my sisters?
Like Sherry's.
Yes, yeah. So we'll go ahead and close with a couple of quotes. Hope we didn't keep, well, I think that only went 17 minutes.
Oh, did it?
I think so. But we love your questions. Keep them coming. And it just amazes me what you guys can come up with.
I've got a really good one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this looks like it's, I would guess, Cambodian or Asian. It's by Thich Nhat Hanh. Okay. To be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You need to accept yourself.
It's true.
That's good. That's very good.
Because if you try and please others, it just isn't going to happen. You know, but if you're pleased with yourself,
that's a good one.
It's a really good one. Let's see. If you must look back, do so forgivingly. Because a lot of times, because a lot of times we go into our past. We think, oh, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? Say, look in the past, but do it forgivingly.
Or you say, if I could change something in the past, everything would be better. Now.
And if you must look forward, do it prayerfully. However, the worst thing you can do is be present in present.
Not the worst.
Wait.
The wisest.
Oh.
The worst.
I said, why would that be the worst thing? Okay.
She just didn't have her reading glasses on. So.
However, the wisest thing you can do is be present in the present.
Well, you said the worst thing you can do is be yourself. Oh.
So when you're present, be there. Be there when you're there. And enjoy it. Don't be hanging out in your past, and don't be
digging up bones,
and don't be worrying about what your future's going to be. Just enjoy the day and just be there. You know, put your phone down and enjoy being with the person you're with.
That's the new hashtag today. Hashtag
put your phone down.
How many of you?
This hashtag?
Right now, how many of you have your phone out? I want you to answer.
They're probably watching this.
Answering. Oh, yeah.
They're probably watching this on their phone.
Oh, you're right.
So we can't tell you to put your phone down, because then you won't watch us. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Keep your questions coming, and good night, everybody.
Good night.